Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas that I have previously coated, which I would like to call part 1. And obviously I know which end no, I can get that off. So it's going to be a sky and a beach, if I'm lucky. And I'm going to show you guys that I'm using metallic acrylic paint from Folk Art instead of Deco Art pouring 24 karat gold. And then I took my pre-mixed gold that had all of my regular mixtures in it and added some to it. So I'm thinking that my gold is going to turn out well. This is available on the Amazon link underneath the link tree, right under the top of it. The link tree is the link underneath the video that takes you to all other links. And I just used that as the basis in my last video of a pour cup. And my pour cup, ooh, I'm running really low on that, had pretty much all colors that I liked in it. And I didn't worry too much about the order that they went in. That's a dioxidine purple. This is a Modern Masters Venetian blue. This is a turquoise that they're not making anymore. This is a turquoise from Folk Art that's color shifting. This is a purple from Folk Art that's a neon multi-surface acrylic. Come out, come out, come out, come out, come out, come out. More. Thank you. This is a Prussian blue. I think it could be a Grumbacher. I've used it in the past. Could be a Hobby Lobby brand too, but they're not open right now, so that hardly matters. I'm going to put some pink enamel in there from Folk Art. I don't think it matters if it's shiny or not. It could be gloss. Usually pop some cells. I have some other blue. I don't know what that is. I think it was from Arteza from a long time ago. There's some more iridescent stuff. There's some 24 karat gold with some orange in it. Some regular orange. What else, what else, what else? How about some more gold? A little copper. Oh, I know what I did last time. I put some black. I like that. I put some black in the bottom of a little cup. And I put some white Anita's metallic into it. I don't know if it's the magic ingredient or not. I'm not laying any claim to that, but I'm hoping. I had some really good luck when I made a painting called Boulders recently that you may have seen already. Oh, I've also got this. That might be helpful. Or not. Probably I'd just rather not waste the paint. Now that I've got a lot of extra paint. Well, maybe I don't. You know, it's entirely possible that I don't. Because it's a 16 by 20 inch canvas. What did I not use? I did not use... Yeah, let's put a little green in there just because. Oh, that one's not coming out. That must be a regular turquoise then. Where are you, turquoise? It's funny, they never answer me. Oh, really? I got a little... Yep, that looks good. So, there's nothing realistic about any of this. And I find the best way for me to start is to get into the groove, is to just tip whatever I've got to start with and let her run. I'm going to make funky rocks in the sunset. And paint is moving slowly. I was going to make a beach scene out of this. I'm not completely decided yet if that's going to happen or not. Let's go to a completely different part. So no matter how weird the lines are, matter of fact, the weirder the lines are, the funkier the shapes are, the better. And the more you can spread them out in between your next shape, the more likely you are to be able to keep them. Somebody wants to go in the house and nobody's answering the door. I'm just going to cover that right there with my finger. Go back the other direction. I wanted to make rocks today so bad ever since the boulder painting. These could be beach rocks, and I could put little silver puddles on them. I've got a beautiful cup, and I just want that right on there. And I'm not aware that I'm making shapes that have any particular validity as far as I know what I'm doing. I'm just following my instincts. That's why I call it instinctive art, because I'm just following my instincts. And I know that other things are going to keep moving, and I hope that because the canvas is painted, that if I want to move something, I can. I've got a nice wet rag handy, so if I move something with my spatula, then I can come back again and remove the residual with a rag or whatever's handy. I see that thing in there. I saw that thing in there. Yes, I did, and I got it. I want that to go back up right here. Trying to control my flow is definitely an interesting process. I'm hoping the colors will turn out interesting. So far so good, you know. I do need an edge catcher, and all of my edge catchers over here are dirty. So I'm just going to grab anything that's handy. They do sell sheets of this, but it's just way too thin to be extremely useful. Until you want to take a picture of it after it looks cool. Now I can take that paint off, and I think I will. Just put it down someplace else. And I want to use an OXO omelet turning spatula, available on my Amazon link. I'm going to put that right in there. Because I can. The name of my first book on the Amazon link. All that paint is coming right off. And that was gorgeous paint, so I had to use it. Just had to. I'm really inclined, for some reason, to listen to my muse. I may not like this at all today, who knows? I'm not capable of telling yet. I do want to move some of that down. There's obviously all kinds of cool colors in there. And my colors are not cooperating in that I didn't get my layers through the way I was expecting, so I'm going to just cheat. Cheat a lot. Just mix up a rock. Hopefully that will help. I think maybe a little bit of that too. That might be the coolest one yet. Not sure about that right there, those cells. Not minding that there's a little bit of schmutz on my spatula, because it'll just change up what I see. I can grab whatever I want, put it wherever I want. On the beach. Just odd configuration of stones. Not done playing yet. I don't know how exciting this would be for anybody to watch, but since I have too much of one thing and not enough of others, I'm going to add some colors right in to that one thing. Where's my copper? I don't think I added any copper. Wow. Because I'm not, there it is. I'm going to throw a little bit of my favorite blue in there. Let's try a threefer. Let's go the wrong way first. Let's get these out of here. Let's wipe the fingerprints off my fingers. It's just making one big melded. I don't want to call it a mess because it's still a pretty mess, but I kind of like what's happening. So I'm going to let it have its way with my composition. I just figure sometimes you just got to let things happen, especially when you're working with accidental art. But I do need to find my spatula again. There we go, I'll use that one. And anywhere that I see that I've got a little something something, like a drip, I'll just play fast and loose with paint. I drag out just the edge, then the rest of it will probably spread. And I use GAC 800 by Golden, which means that my paint will not crack as it dries, even though it's heavy, which I take full advantage of as often as possible. I kind of don't want something there, but I kind of do. Now I got a little something there. And all kinds of paint on my finger to cover other spots. That's kind of cool. I'm not minding that. I don't mind making a few adjustments, make things look like they go in the opposite direction. Just pounce my spatula. Maybe drag it up a little bit. Just to add some interesting lines. Now whatever I want to do to the sky, I don't know. I just don't know. But I am having fun with the idea that I might just leave puddles and see what happens. I'm just going to dip my skewer, and that did not work. Okay, well, so now it's up to me to decide if I'm done with what I've been doing or not. And I want some paint to cover up those cells, because I like a lot of things, but the white cells in this bottom is not one of them. I'm use my skewer to add some paint that'll go right over the edge. I kind of want to work on the sky next, just by spreading, by getting that thing out of it. Oh, that's my dirty fingers. Gloves would not help. Oh, and I'm covered. Wow. Hang on a second. I can improve on this a little bit. A little bit. And I'm going to put some pink in my sky, I believe. And I want that pink and this pink and this pink and a clean spatula, which I do have over here. Because as much as I thought I liked this when I originally did it, those extra white cells did not make me happy. Kind of makes me want a little purple and some more red down here. Could have sworn I just saw something in there. I wonder what will happen if I put a little bit of Anita's metallic across the top. Oh, I just scraped that. Oh, just missed my toes. Alright, so I want some of this other pink. I have 2 minutes to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, which is I have a Linktree link underneath the video, and on that Linktree you will find... First I got to do this. I can't help it. I like that. If I need to fix anything in my sky, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll tell you guys what's on the Linktree in a second. I'm not sure what that thing is. It might be in the canvas. Or it might be left over from the last painting. In any case. So, I have Teespring clothing with all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. I wish I had a place to put this up. I have underneath the Linktree, there's Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. On my channel, on community page, you can find that link also under the top of the Linktree. You can find tomorrow's videos. You can also find Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, which is a Facebook group for students, and that will show you tomorrow's videos if you're interested. You might want to try watching Phoenix Rising Expressionist Art, Phoenix Rising Priscilla Batzell art while there's still no commercials before I decide to drop the channel, because I couldn't get my 1,000 subscribers to start a new channel, but I really wanted to, and oh well, I tried. Just like that thing wants to get into my painting and I keep kicking it out. Alright, so I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint. You guys are going to be gone very shortly. I have over 1,360 videos on all playlists, and look for created playlists underneath created playlists on my channel header. Yeah, not on my channel header. PayPal and Patreon will take you to the necessary links if you want to be a contributor to help keep the studio rolling, and thank you to everybody who has. Really appreciate your contributions. They've kept me painting since about 2018, and it's really important to me that you appreciate what I do, so if you'd like to give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. Your comments keep my morale up. That thing has got to go in the sky. It's making me crazy. Maybe it'll show less tomorrow. Maybe it'll show less in a minute when I put something on top of it. With a clean skewer. Alright, so I love you guys, and there's 86,600. I like adding just one little pink cloud once in a while. So that's my perverse nature. And a few stripes. Alright. Please share my videos, and I appreciate the thumbs up like you wouldn't believe. You guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, reminding you to shop the Amazon